So for the first fermentation, you're gonna need boiled water. So this here is the prism pot, and you can boil this directly on the stove, and that's why I love this thing. So you're gonna need a teaspoon. I have the Sipologys teaspoon, which measures tea perfectly. This is the kombucha black base. So we need 6 teaspoons in about 4 cups of water. So this prism pot holds about 4 cups of water, and it has this steeping mesh in here already. You can take it out when you're done. So I'm gonna steep this for 10 minutes. So we need 6 teaspoons. 1. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes and then I'll come back when this is done. Okay, so this has been brewing for probably more than 10 minutes. I'm gonna take this thing out. This is now nice and swollen. It's very nice, okay. And I'm just gonna put it in a cup to let it leak out in there. And then I'm gonna add the sugar. I'm thinking of a funnel, so it's gonna be a bit messy, but hopefully not. I'm just gonna stir that in there. I'm gonna get a spoon. Just gonna stir the sugar till it melts. This is still nice and hot. Normally, you're supposed to put the sugar in first before you brew the tea, but I don't really think it matters as long as the sugar melts. So what happens with the SCOBY, it ends up eating the sugar, and that's what creates the probiotics that's in the kombucha. So this is the next part. I have my water here. Altogether, this is measured 4 cups of kombucha base and 10 cups of this, but technically I did 6 cups here, and so I did less cups here. I didn't measure this. I should have measured this one first. But, so this is kind of cold. This I've already cooled down. It's not room temperature yet, but once they're mixed together, it should be close to room temperature. And now the next thing is to add the SCOBY. So the SCOBY's in here. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know what it looks like, but I'm gonna open it and we're gonna find out. I can smell it. It smells vinegary. But yeah, let me see if I can show you. There you go. I pour it in here. So we need all the juice and we need the SCOBY. Okay, let me show you. There's a SCOBY. It fell to the bottom, but as it ferments, it's gonna rise to the top. So the next step is to cover this and then just set it aside until it is about 4 days, and I'm gonna taste it. And then if it's a little less sweet, so this SCOBY is gonna eat the sugar and then it's gonna ferment it, and it's gonna become fermented tea known as kombucha. So this is the cover that came with it. So I'm just gonna cover it like this. And yeah, we don't put this lid on because it needs to breathe, but this is the cover. It'll keep it in a nice dark place, and it'll keep dust from coming in. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cute setup. Since I'm not ready for the second fermentation yet, I'll just share what you're supposed to do. So after about 4 to 10 days of this kombucha brewing, you're going to taste it to make sure that it tastes slightly sweet, so not super sweet like it would now. And then you would pour the kombucha into these bottles or the brew and serve bottles that comes with the this company that you can purchase. But these are old kombucha bottles, and I'm just gonna reuse them because I know they work. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to add 2 teaspoons of a fruit tea. This one is Hawaiian pineapple sangria, and these are just like fruits, a bunch of different fruit flavors. Yeah, this is very like fragrant. It comes with a bunch of different kinds of fruit. So yeah, you would just put 2 in one bottle like this, 2 teaspoons. And then you would add some of this kombucha that's already brewed in the first fermentation. Definitely leave some space at the top, and then add 1 or 2 teaspoons of sugar depending on how fizzy you want it to be. If you add up to 2 teaspoons of sugar, your kombucha is going to be fizzy, and I like fizzy kombucha, so I would do that. And then every couple days, once it's in there, you would slightly open this to burp it, and then you close it again. So about the 4th day, it would be ready to drink, and then you would just open it, and then you can, so when you're ready to drink this, put it in the refrigerator before you open it. But here's your cup, and then you would use a strainer and then just pour it in here, because you don't want any of the fruit pieces in there, and you also don't want any like new SCOBY growing on top, because that does happen. And that's about it. You could also use this fine mesh strainer that you can purchase from Sipologys. Then just do this and pour it in and to strain your kombucha. So I'm pretty excited to try this. I will probably share my kombucha journey as we go along.